Hi, I'm John, and I'm in my rather tiny kitchen, and I want to make a really nice cup of coffee that suits me. Now, obviously, we all like different kinds of blends of coffees and so on, but I've spent a fortune on trying to get that really nice cup of coffee that you get from one of the coffee shops. I bought the Tassimo, top of the range Tassimo with the pods. I didn't like that, and that cost me quite a bit of money. It's now redundant. I've also bought a really top brand coffee machine with the steamer, with the things that you go like that with, like you do in the coffee shops, where you put your coffee in, you slice it on. And also I've with the steamer on the side, and I still found that just did not suit me, apart from which it took too much space up on my worktop. So again, I got rid of that as well. So I've tried coffee bags like these. These are quite good actually, but you know, they still don't give me that cup of coffee that I'm looking for. I bought these as well, these things here that you just put in your cup and then you add water. These aren't bad either, but again, I still found it didn't give me the coffee that I was looking for. So I went right back to basics, and I bought one of these, which is what I had years ago, and you put your coffee in, then you push it down, and then you pour the coffee out into your cup. But what I was really wanted was that frothy top to my coffee, which is so I went out and I bought one of these, which is a Nobe Bird, and this is a milk frother. Now this was about £39. I think I paid 35 for it, but again, that's quite expensive, I suppose. But you know, if it was going to do the job, then I was prepared to actually just go that pay that extra bit of money and actually buy one. So I did buy one, and there it is sitting there. Now when you buy ground coffee like this, you can choose your own flavour that you like, your own blend that you particularly like. Then when you find a blend you like, you know, you normally stick to it. But you can get a big bag of coffee grounds from supermarkets for about £5–6, and it will more than fill this jar up here. So that's what I've gone to now. You can also get these caramel, or all different flavours. You can get these off Amazon and so on, and I suggest you buy the little dispenser thing, which is about £5 for that. But this here is quite cheap really. I was quite surprised at the price, and it's quite a big bottle, as you see. Now today I'm actually going to make the coffee in a clear cup like this, so you can see what it looks like. Basically, I like to use a flat coffee cup, which I just find more satisfying to drink from. So I've got my cubes of brown sugar here, which I'm going to use. I always use brown sugar in my coffee, and I need a spoon for the milk. So I'm going to use I use this milk here, which of course is available from Sainsbury's, Cravendale milk, but a lot of people like to use skim milk. That's fine, no problem at all. You can make it with skim milk as well, but I like the full fat milk. I just find it nicer, creamier, and so on. Now with this creamer, when we take the top off, inside it's got a whisker right at the base there, and it's also got markings on the inside to tell you how much milk to put in. Now if you're using this kind of milk, which is the full fat cream milk as I mentioned, I would not fill it up past the minimum marking on there. You will get enough frothed milk to do 2 cups of coffee. If you're using skim milk, then you can fill it up higher. But if you fill it up too high, it will come out over the top. So just be careful with that, and just watch out how much milk you put in. So what I'm going to do now is to put the milk into this machine here. So I'm going to get my milk and I'm going to put it into here and just fill it up to the first line, because I'm using the full skimmed, the full cream milk. I'm going to put that back on there, and I'm just going to set that aside for one moment and just put it back onto there. Now with my coffee, what is recommended is that you don't use boiling water straight onto your coffee. So what I do is I'm going to actually pour the hot water, boiling water, into this cup first, and then put this into here, because then I know that when I tip it back into the cup there's going to be enough in there. So this will just take some of the heat off the actual water, and then I'm just going to then get my coffee, and I'm going to put a spoonful of this into here. Now of course you can adjust this to your own preference, and then I'm just going to put that into there like this. Now that's also warmed that cup up quite nicely. I'm going to put this over the top here and just leave that to stand for a few minutes while it percolates and gets the flavour out of the coffee. Now I've got this little, my frother here, and I'm going to switch that on, and you'll see the indicators on the top here will in fact light up for a second and then go off. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to press this button once, and that will flash for a moment, and that net is now whisking the actual milk. And at the same time it's heating up the milk as well, and it heats it up to about 60 degrees, which is just so that when you put that on there, it's not going, your coffee's not going to go cold. So I'm just going to leave that there now, working away, and it should only take a minute or so. What I will do in the meantime is I'm just going to put in my little caramel, and of course you can put as much as you want into there. Put my couple of sugar in there. And by the time that this is heated up and frothed up, this will be ready to actually pour into my cup. So I'm waiting for the light to go off. I'm really pleased with this machine. It seems really good. So there you are. I can see it coming up inside now. The little whisk at the bottom is actually bringing up the froth up into the jug. Now it's gone off. Right, so now it's ready. So now I can push this down. I'm sure lots of you have used one of these before. Put your thumb on the top so the lid doesn't drop off, and then just pour this into here. Of course, the longer you leave this, the stronger the coffee will be, but I like my coffee about like this. So there's my coffee. So now I'm going to get my jug, and I like to actually put this on with a spoon. I suppose you could kind of pour it in. And there's my coffee. Now once you've made your coffee, it's a good idea to actually swill this pot out pretty much straight away with put one dribble of soap liquid into there, and then use this, which comes with the actual machine, and clean round it out and then swill it out with cold water. Don't use hot water, use cold water to clean out your pot here. And you can remove the spinner at the bottom to actually clean that more thoroughly as well. If you leave any milk on the sides of the pot inside here, you might get like a burnt taste, so you must clean this out properly. Now on the top here you've also got, you press it once to heat and cream, press it twice, and that will give you just hot milk, so you can make hot chocolate or something like that. Press it 3 times in succession and it will stay cold, and you can whisk up your milk for something like a milkshake or something like that. Now if you like your coffee with a little bit of powder on the top like chocolate, you can sprinkle that on as well. If you're going to make like a Lumumba, which is a rum flavoured coffee, then put your rum in there, however strong you like it, before you pour your coffee out of your I think they're called cafeterias or something like that. Again, you can make a brandy coffee, whiskey coffee, rum coffee, so you can make any coffee that you wish. And there's my coffee, and I'm quite pleased with that. I think it's amazing. I found that the foam lasts and lasts and lasts as well with your coffee. So basically you can get, it doesn't like fade away quickly, the foam, like it does with the Tassimo. I've found that that's what happens with that, it just fades away quickly. Now also with the Tassimo, of course, you get these 3 layers. You get the foam, you get a sort of a clear layer and a more milky layer at the bottom. Well, I found that as soon as if you've got sugar in your cup, as soon as you stir it up, you lose all that anyway. So what's the point, you know? So I tend to just have my coffee. I don't normally make it in a glass cup like this. I normally make it in a wide, flat coffee cup, which I find more satisfying to drink from. So I hope that was helpful to you, and hopefully it will save you a bit of money. And I'm going to say cheers in our lockdown with my lockdown haircut, and I'm going to enjoy my coffee. So bye for now.